Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be doing historic mono black discards. So those of you who are big fans of the channel know that there are two things that I absolutely love from my old days back in Magic. A, mono black, and B, discard. So whenever they decided to add the historic format and they started adding historic specific cards, they added one very specific card that was near and dear to my heart, and that was the Hypnotic Specter. Goes all the way back to the days of Alpha. They've added it into Arena, and I've wanted the opportunity to sit down and play this card. Now, unfortunately, we are missing one of my favorite cards that added in with that, which of course was Dark Ritual. So it was always awesome to be able to Dark Ritual and then Hypnotic Specter on the first turn and start dropping cards out of people's hands, and having things like the Rack, for example, to punish them for having no cards in their hand. However, we've got a very close approximation in Historic. It's not an exact science, but oh darn is it super close. So, and then this is absolutely just a fun deck for Historic. But let's go ahead and take a look. So this is as absolutely dirty as I could possibly make it. 4 copies of Duress, which allows you to discard a non-land, non-creature card out of their hand. Vicious Rumor makes them discard any card out of their hand, does the damage, exiles the top, and you gain a life. Burglar Rat makes them discard a card. We're going to recognize the theme. The other thing that black control decks tend to do is, like, if you do happen to get a creature onto the board, we want to get rid of it. So I'm going to have a whole bunch of removal in this deck as well. Things like Cast Down. Totally missed playing with this card. And of course things along like Murderous Rider is going to be in here as well. Davriel is kind of the pseudo placeholder for what used to be the Rack. Basically is a 3 casting cost, 3 loyalty, Planeswalker. At the beginning of each turn, your opponent upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in their hand, he does 2 damage to them, and then you can force him to discard a card. Drill Bit allows you to continue to draw more cards out of them. It does have a spectral cost of 1. If you happen, then you get to pick anything out of their hand. And then the big boy himself, the Hypnotic Specter, is a 2/2 flyer for 3, flying. Whenever it deals damage to target opponent, that player discards a card at random from their hand. We have other things like Murderous Rider, take care of Planeswalkers or creatures doing 2 damage to you, and leaves behind a 2/3 lifelinker in its wake. Speaking of Wake, Raider's Wake, 4 casting cost enchantment. Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. And read at the beginning of the end step, if you attack with a creature this turn, target opponent discards a card. You see where this is going. We're also going to add in a couple of Vraska's Contempts to again deal with Planeswalkers or other creatures. And the top end of this one's going to be Cavalier of Night. One of the downsides to this deck is it tends to run out of gas. It does what it wants to do early, goes through, discards cards, and you're doing damage, but you have small creatures like Burglar's Rats and Hypnotic Specters that are those are the only ones. Maybe you're getting some damage out of Davriel. You don't have a top end to really get in there and do a ton of damage. That's where the Cavalier of Night comes in. So let's go and play some games with it. So in case you weren't aware on how to play a game with a historic deck, you can only do it in play mode, and you can select your deck. You'll note that historic decks have a different moniker around the title to denote that it is a historic deck. So if you like the video, like and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about playing historic modes. Currently, right now, with all the World Championships going on, we're seeing a lot of those copies of the deck, and I'm like, I want to play something different. And that's one of the things I like about having different formats in Arena, is it gives me the option to play something different. None of my 1-drops. That is disappointing, to say the least. But 2 Burglar Rats should be fun. Ooh, love those lands. I'm just not on board with... I might. For the black ones, I might go through and spend 3,000 just to get the swamps, because, well, that's my thing. Ooh, we got Hippie. We'll make him start discarding cards. Uh-oh, he's like, what do I do? What do I do? He can kill the Burglar's Rat. It's done its job as far as I'm concerned. I know he's trying to go in for burying stuff into the graveyard, and that's fine by me, because my hope is to pull all the cards that he wants in his hand out of his hand. Diagraph Ghoul, love that card, love that card. Crypt Breaker, oh, this is a zombie deck. This is another deck that I want to go for. Crypt Breaker, unfortunately, needs to go. Crypt Breaker is definitely on my list of doing a mono black zombie deck. In fact, that's what I'll do. I'll make that promise right now. Next Fun Deck Friday, I will sit down and do a Crypt Breaker based mono black zombie deck. Oh, I'm writing that down right now. Yeah, I'll take the Diagraph Ghoul to the face. That's fine. Yep, and this gives more zombies. More zombies. Yep, this is mono black zombies. Love this. Love this. This is the reason why I like some of the times playing Historic. Hypnotic Specter. Yeah, he's got all the toys. He's got zombies. He definitely had a couple of Death Barons going to the graveyard, though. Now, if this is a good zombie deck, he's got ways of pulling stuff out of the graveyard. Nope, you can have both of those. Graveyard Marshal. Yeah, this is a flat-out, straight-up mono-black zombie deck. So let's make sure he drops all those cards out of his hand. And then we'll just hold on to more discard. Yeah, Tarmat's Call of Death is definitely an addition for this. I'm going to call back on this deck and go, ooh, wow, what was this guy running? Because this is all kinds of good zombie goodness right here. So we are into that situation where it's kind of run its course. It's made him discard all the cards out of his hand. Let's block that. And now I need a little help. And help has arrived. No, I am not sacrificing my hippie. I'm also not going to swing an attack. Exactly the role that he plays in this deck. I need him to be here for that reason. Oh, you're going to give Death Touch to all your little guys. Look at that. Well, if I don't block, I'm dead. So, at least I'll get the lifelink. And I'll choose Burglar Rat. Make him discard the card in his hand. So many good things. I've got all my discards and nothing to go on. So we are going to go ahead and concede this one. Great, great deck. Mono Black Zombies. Definitely going to see that one next week. Love that deck. Especially with Crypt Breaker. Oh, such a good deck. Alright, let's go play something else fun and historic. That's what I'm really looking forward to, like, whenever, like, this is the reason why I wish, like, in Arena, like, they kept formats like Pauper. I wish they kept, Artisan. I wish they kept, and they're getting closer and closer. They want to eventually bring Pioneer into Arena. It's just one of those days, like, whenever you're like, you know what? I'm not feeling standard meta today. Like, it's just, I'm kind of bored with it. I've played all the same decks. I'm getting kind of tired of getting beat by the same decks. Let's go play something different, something more fun. Maybe fun's more of it. Something different is probably the better word for it. Let's Duress and say, no God's willing for you, good sir. This is a mono-white life gain deck. Look at this. This is another good deck. I should start doing Historic Fun Deck Friday is what I should do. Here. Let's have you drop another card that you don't like. Yeah, Soul Warden with a Johnny's Pridemates in play? Oh, good lord. Yeah, you've already got one Soul Warden. You don't need another. I'm assuming that he picked up his Ajani's Pridemate. Bishop of Wings. No, he did not. Ooh, all the Hypnotic Specters. All of the Hypnotic Specters. Yeah, he's definitely going for the life gain Bishop of Wings Resplendent Angel combo. Because Resplendent Angel is going to come down. That's definitely what he's going for. Yep, he's already off to the races. We're just going to say good game. There is no way we're catching up at that point. That's another cool deck. And he did not even get an Ajani's Pridemate out yet, which would have been even worse for that deck. I mean, even worse for me. Getting an Ajani's Pridemate down with that deck. Soul Warden is such a powerful card. And it was in the common slot, too. Bishop of Wings, Resplendent Angel, like legitimately everything he needed. Every time a creature came into play, mine or his, keying off of all that. So good. Such a good deck. I'm getting a whole bunch of great ideas for videos for the next couple of weeks. If nothing else, it'll be fun decks to play whenever you're bored with Standard. And I'm not currently bored with Standard. We legitimately just had a new set drop, so I'm not bored. But I am waiting for things to settle down a little. So Davriel is going to be nice. Raider's Wake's going to be nice. Let's Vicious Rumors. Let him know what he's playing against. Right off the top of the bat. Eldest Reborn done. Let's go Duress. Let's be a little bit more targeted towards what we want to get rid of. Thought Erasure. And make him pick one. So my guess is he's going to make me drop Davriel. Would be my guess, since he's now paying to the life to get Thought Erasure down. Let's just make him drop another card. At this juncture, it's probably going to be Eldest Reborn. Wait, what did he drop? He dropped Thief of Sanity. Oh, because he knows he's got a cast down. There's no reason to cast it. This should be an interesting battle. Price of Fame. Cool. Nothing I can do because I'm not getting anything. So weird. He just gives up and says, no, I'm not dealing with this. He's down to one card. He doesn't have anything to do. And it's just going to be fun times from there. Do wish I'd have at least gotten Hypnotic Specter down. To at least start putting some of the damage down for that one. Oh well. A win's a win sometimes, right? You can just take that and enjoy it. It was interesting to see us trade barbs back and forth of, you're going to discard a card. No, you're going to discard a card. There we go. A little bit of a wait. King Rax. Ooh. Ooh. Yep. Drop, drop, drop. And then drop. Absolutely. Opponent goes first. Some Gruel action. Llanowar Elves. Right out of the gate. My suspicion is this is Gruel. Yeah, we're going to drop Embercleave out of his hand. Gruel Spellbreaker. That's cool. Let's go Vicious Rumors. Let him pick one that he really wants. This is the cool combo with Vicious Rumors and Drillbit, by the way. Because then you can go Drillbit and say, no, which one did you really want to keep? Which one did you hang on to? Ooh, Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, let's drop the Rekindling Phoenix out of his hand. Drop that. Yep, nope. I already know what's in your hand. I don't want you to have it. I genuinely debated putting Hypnotic Specter on, but he was just going to Dovin's Ambush it, so there was no reason to do it. So, like, get rid of Dovin's Ambush. Alright, we'll get one or two more in. Man, these are going quick. I did not expect these ones to go that quick at all. But when people realize that they have no cards in their hand early in the game, they just kind of get frustrated. Which is exactly what this deck does. Oh, here we go. We're going to keep. Ooh, Vraskas. I think I'm going to hold. I like the Vicious Rumors Drillbit combo. This looks like enchantments, so let's do that first. Selesnya Enchantments is a good deck. And let's see what he really wanted to keep. Settle the Wreckage. Probably going to be the one that I want to get rid of there. So we are going to go cast down on his big creature. Oh, I sort of miss playing games like this. Yeah, so we're going to need to get something down here quick. We are definitely losing speed here. Let's go with the old Hypnotic Specter, shall we? I was going to say, my suspicion is going to be land. We're probably going to take this all on the chin, by the way. No, we're good for the moment. That works. Which one scares me more? Flyer scares me more. Okay. He has no cards to get rid of. Probably should have done the damage, or now that I'm thinking about it, because if I'm not going to block this, which I'm not. Interesting choice. No, you can take that. Ugh. No mana. So I've got to hold. Because I am not getting mana here. I have a whole bunch of cool stuff that is going on here, but I do not have any mana. So he is going to beat me with her innate ability. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't attack with it. No, he's probably got a pump. He's got a giant growth or something like that. Remorseful Cleric again. Oh my goodness. Good game. Alright, well we have a special rule on Fun Deck Friday, and that is we do not leave on a loss. So we're going to give one more shot in this one. Darn, like just no mana. Like a whole bunch of cool stuff in our hand that we really could have had fun with, but darn if we couldn't get her right. And then we don't really feel like we got, like, especially on that one, I don't think we had any of our 1-drops. So we didn't really get to establish the presence that we want. Like, even having blockers would have been nice. But having Hypnotic Specter is the only well, the whole game went awry relatively quickly. All right. Rugard. Okay, much better. Opponent goes first. There we go again. Ooh, mono blue. So, yeah, let's Duress and get rid of this duck and cover deck. Yeah, Curious Obsession. No, thank you. Sure. So, we're going to Vicious Rumors. Oh, he lost 2 of his all but... he lost 2 of his all that glitters. Gone. Back to back. Cool. Curious Obsession. Excellent. Oh my goodness. At least I can make him spend his... kill his life's bounty there, at least at minimum. Yeah, that is going to be tough because now he's going to have all the counter spells. All the counter spells to keep this up and running. Now that he's got the 3 mana, we are in some trouble. Let's see what happens. Another All That Glitters. Oh, that's 3. 3 in the graveyard. Yeah, I'm going to be taking that in the chin. Settle the Wreckage, maybe? Let's try it. Probably has the counterspell. Almost guarantee you that he has the counterspell. And gains hexproof. Cool. Nope. That's a great spell. Unblockable garbage. Les Duress.
Make this quick.
Nope. Unfortunately, unblockable is going to win every time here. Darn it. Sure.
Hey, this cloak's expensive.
Thank you, Davriel. I appreciate that. Most likely has a counterspell in, but let's go for it anyway. No, we're pretty much toast here. Spectral Sailor, is he going to use the block? Probably not. Not a lot of high hopes on this one. All the glitters, finally he gets one. He finally gets one. 3 of them are currently sitting in his graveyard right now. Well, I don't think we have anything at all that's going to save us on this one. Teferi. Why not play big Teferi? We're playing historic. Sure. Ginger Brute. Just because it's funny, not because it actually helps me, because he is still going to win this game nonetheless. With his unblockable garbage. We'll call it a good game. So normally the policy's dead, but man, that was a good game. All right, so that's going to do it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below how you would build a historic mono black discard deck. I always love for tips, but I love the game. I love this particular archetype. So if you have any tips, ideas, any ways that you run it, let me know in the comments down below. And until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.